Good day, kids and future basketball players. I am Raan Coelho and I will be hosting our 2022 basketball clinic. Are you guys excited? But before we start our sports clinic, we shall have a brief background about basketball. So, basketball is invented by Dr. James Naismith in 1891 and it was designed to maximize human skill. The game was originally played with a soccer ball thrown into a basket, giving rise to the term basketball. So the basic skills in basketball that you have to learn and will learn in this sports clinic are dribbling, basketball shot, rebounding, and passing. To formally start our 2022 basketball clinic, allow me to introduce to you our talented and very efficient coach, Coach Jasmine Joy Manuel.
Good day, ballers! Welcome to our first ever basketball sports clinic. I am Jasmine Joy, or you can call me Coach Jasmine because I am the coach of this team's basketball.
Now, I am proud to present to you our athletes that will demonstrate the basic skills in basketball, none other than Sean Mangiat, Aaron Alabado, Joshua De Rojas, and Fix Yamat. Boys, take it away!
Before we start the game, it is very important to have a proper warm-up. Prepare your muscles and joints for activity by warming up and stretching before you play. A warm-up routine increases blood flow, raises the body's temperature, and improves balance, flexibility, and coordination, so you can play at your peak while avoiding injury. The method by which a person or a group does this, however, is far more difficult than it appears at first look. The 5 most important basketball fundamentals are dribbling, passing, shooting, layup, and defense. Are among the most significant or basic abilities in the game of basketball.
Moving on to the next part of our sports clinic, we know how important it is to have a good diet plan when you are an athlete or you want to be an athlete someday. So as part of our 2022 sports clinic, we will give you a glance of what diet plan you should use if you are an aspiring basketball player. Now, let us welcome our nutritionist, Mr. Joash Olidan.
So, hello po. I'm the nutritionist for this group. Pag-usapan po natin tips what basketball players should eat. So, ano po nga po ba yung mga best food na pwedeng makain before and after the basketball game? So, the best food to eat before a basketball game, nagsisimula po talaga siya sa moment that you wake up. So, pag gusto niyo po ng good breakfast and good lunch, then gusto niyo rin po na you want a good pre-workout meal and want a good intro workout, which for basketball players would just be a Gatorade or a Powerade. Then you want to post-workout meal. In every single meal, for basketball players and for people in general, just to be healthy and to have a lean body mass, just to be healthy in general and optimize their performance as a human being. So here's what you want in every single meal: that you eat complex carbohydrates, a lean, quality resource protein, unsaturated fats, and some fruits and vegetables for your micronutrients and antioxidants. So para po sa ating breakfast, kakain po tayo ng whole grain rolled oats. Then you could have blueberries in there for your fruit. Then you would pwede po tayo mag-put ng scoop of peanut butter para po sa unsaturated fats natin. Dahil ito po ay healthy fats. Then you could have 4 eggs. Ito po yung magiging complete proteins natin. At yun lang po ang ating pwedeng kainin for breakfast meal. So after the game naman po, an athletes should eat a high protein meal that contains poultry meats, fish, or legumes. Napapansin po natin na puro protein po yung sinasuggest na pwedeng kainin. Bakit po ba protein? Sabi po ng isang healthcare professional, according to symptom of healthcare professional, when you compete, you break down muscles. The protein helps repair it. Kaya po protein yung madalas na sinasuggest ng mga nutritionist natin, kasi pagkatapos nyo pong magamit yung mga muscle, yung protein po yung tumutulong para mabalik po yung lakas natin. So yun lang po. Thank you po and God bless.
Now that you know a brief background about basketball, you also know the basic skills useful in basketball and the diet plan that you need. Now you will learn what to do after training and learn the proper aftercare that you need. That will be taught to us by Miss Nelene Ibardalona.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nelene Ibardaloza, and we are going to discuss the possible basketball injuries and how to prevent and recover from them. Firstly, very inevitable talaga yung mga ganong occurrences sa basketball at sa iba pang sports. And that is why we should learn how to recover from it correctly, and much better pa nga, to avoid from these accidents from happening. But before that, let us answer the question, why do muscles get sore? So actually, muscles get sore, or this soreness or the throbbing of the muscles after strenuous activities is usually the body's protective response to avoid further damage, as it usually happens for 24 to 72 hours. Ayun, so moving on, these are the 5 most common injuries in basketball to prevent or recover from. First, we have ankle sprain. So this is the wrong twisting of the foot that is caused by a bad landing when jumping. Okay, so how do we prevent this? First, we need a foam roller, and doing foam rolls in the calf and Achilles every day for 1 minute on each side will help to have no more tight muscles in that part. Okay, how do we recover from ankle sprain? So, firstly, we need a long plain band. Okay, so we have 2 exercises or stretching exercises. First, we have plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. It is where you push down your ankles similar to the way you push pedals. Pag ganun yung plantar flexion. And yung dorsiflexion naman is parang plantar but you do it like this. It's in the opposite direction ng pag-push mo na paa mo in the plantar flexion. So, do this for 30 reps. And next, we have inversion and eversion. It is swinging the ankle inward yung inversion, and eversion naman is swinging the ankle outward. Then, do this for 30 repetitions too. To fully heal sa ankle sprain mo, try doing calf and soleus stretchings. Next, we have the hamstring injuries. So, how do we prevent hamstring injuries? First, we can prevent hamstring injuries by doing single leg curl with hip bridge dips. So, para magawa itong exercise successfully, we need Z-slide, a Z-slide, and a long thin band. Okay, so how do we do this exercise or stretching? So, first, you have to fix the long thin band to an immovable object. Next, lay flat on your back, then wrap band around one ankle and place foot on the Z-slide. Then push firmly on the opposite foot as you bridge hips in the air. Then you have to curl slide foot in quick and then extend your back out slowly. So you have to do this 10 to 15 times on each leg. Next, we have to do the Nordic hamstring exercise. So in doing this exercise, you need to have mat to support your knees. Okay, para hindi magasgas. Okay, so first have someone to hold your feet. Tulad na someone or something to hold your feet. Next, you have to put your hands over your chest, then make sure that you keep your core tight and body straight. Don't slouch. Slowly fall forward until the hamstrings, until you feel that your hamstrings are like being pulled. And then slowly return to the starting position. So how do we recover from hamstring injuries? Okay, we should do the hamstring curls and the straight leg raises. So, yung straight leg raises, literal na straight leg raises using a long thick band, and do it for 20 to 30 reps. Yung prone hamstring curls naman, you should lay on your stomach and fix the band to an immovable object. Next, loop the band twice around the ankle. Brace your core muscles tight. Curl ankle to butt quickly, but release it slowly. So you have to do hamstring curls for 20 to 30 repetitions on each leg. So, sa third injury naman, we have shoulder injuries. So, how do we prevent shoulder injuries? First, we have to do the external rotation at 90 degrees using the mini wrist band. So, how do you do this exercise? First, you have to place band at wrists. And you have to keep your elbows tight by side and core tight. You have to keep them both tight. And don't slouch, keep your back straight again. So you have to rotate your hands away from each other until you feel the tension, the strong tension between your hands and the band. And do this for 20 reps. Okay, so how do we recover from shoulder injuries? First, we have to do bilateral shoulder flexions. Okay, so for us to be able to do this exercise successfully, we have to own or utilize a long thin band. Okay, so to do this exercise, you have to place your band under your feet and your hands, creating a square. So you have to keep your elbows locked out, and you have to make sure that your core is tight. And with your thumbs up, raise both shoulders into flexion and back down again. You have to do this exercise or stretching for 20 repetitions. And fourth, hand and finger injuries might occur. So how do we prevent hand and finger injuries? So first, we need to have the finger web. Gaganon-ganon mo lang yung hands mo, and that's it. Pero, keep in mind that you should keep your elbows straight while doing this and use full range of motion. Make sure na hindi mo minamadali yung paggagano mo using the finger web, and you have to do this for 30 to 40 repetitions on each hand. Lastly, you have knee injuries, and that is one of the most dangerous injuries one could have, as it could end your basketball or one's basketball career. Usually, the recovery of these injuries mostly requires medical procedures. So let us focus more on the prevention. So how do we prevent knee injuries? First, we have to do Spanish squats. So one has to fix the long thick band into somewhere low, and then place the band behind top of both knees with feet close together. And then one has to back up to increase the resistance, and then you have to slowly sit as if you're sitting in a chair position, and then you have to hold that chair position or chair squat for 50 seconds for 3 sets. And next, we have the prone hip extensions, wherein you lay on your stomach and then place the mini band around the knees. With your knee bent, try to get the sole of your shoe up to the ceiling. Then do this stretching for 30 repetitions on each side. And that's it. Remember that prevention is always better or even greater than any kind of accidents, especially injuries.
Now, we have come to the end of our program, and we hope that you learned a lot and enjoyed this basketball clinic. We are so excited to see you rise and become the next basketball superstar. Thank you so much, and see you in court.